Hi, this is Uli and welcome back to a new episode of Airbrush Stencil and how to work with them. Today I'm doing a portrait on the pink background. I'm already laid down some white with the stencil and now I can start working with the colors. Black and white is always opaque and the rest are transparent candies. So now I'm starting with the first black. So put some covers for the side so that I don't get too much overspray. And I'm using black for the face parts. And on the outside I'm going to start with some purple. So I want to do this tone in tone. So I'm only using like magenta and pink tones and purple tones for the most parts. So now I'm staying with the purple and I'm doing the darker shadows for the portrait, but although I'm not using too much color there. That's a beauty about working with stencil. You can always come back to this stage if you need it darker. And I'm also using some magenta here. Now I'm using, this is just a stencil for the eye part. And I'm using some black. Now I'm back to purple. And this time I work a little bit lighter. So I'm just doing a little bit of purple and then switching to magenta again. And just a little bit. If you're working with stencil, you always have to remember with stencil and candy colors that each layer adds to the layer that's beneath there. So if you work too dark at the beginning and there are like 5-6 layers coming, everything gets darker very quick. So this is now the final layer, and now I'm spraying everything with a little bit of pink. So this would be the effect if you just worked like with purple and the pink or magenta. Now I'm adding a little bit of red for the tongue. This is magenta, and now I'm using a little bit of red and purple for the lips and some pattern on the tongue. Now I'm using some light brown, which is like 90% yellow and 10% purple, and I'm laying down a little bit of color over everything that I've sprayed in the face. Now comes the smeared makeup, just using a little bit of purple. Now comes the white, and I'm doing just a little bit, so like 10-20% of opacity. I don't want it to be too prominent there. So just a little bit. As always, you can come back later if you need more highlights. This now is the final highlight, which I put into the cover stencil. So if you orientate yourself at the outline of an image and you put the highlight in there, you always get a perfect fit, even if the stencil maybe gets used and you can't look through anymore, because you can orientate yourself at the outline. It will always be perfect. Now I'm using a little bit of pattern for the background, and I'm using the purple color, and I designed it that the bottom of the row is the same as the top of the row, and the left side is the same as the right side, so you can make this pattern like infinity to infinity. As you can see, you can create a cool pattern any size you want. The only thing that now laying down a little bit of shadow with the purple, the only thing that I see now while doing the video is that with the transparent colors you can see some difference in the pattern for the background, because you can paint the pattern like with different opacity, so there's some uneven in the color in the background, but you can change this. So you can give me a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to the channel, and